Bafana Bafana must beat Benin if they are really serious about going to the 2026 FIFA World Cup taking place in USA, Canada, and Mexico. Hello, Sanbonani. Welcome to Matchday TV. My name is Pilanis Mamani. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new, press that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more content coming up this time around. So currently we are into the international break, and this time around we are doing the World Cup qualifiers for the 2026 FIFA World Cup taking place in Canada, USA, and Mexico. So currently, the World Cup, that's the new formation that's going to be taking place. We're going to have now 3 host nations taking place in one time, and then we are going from 32 teams to 48 teams, which will be playing in the 2026 FIFA World Cup. And for Africa, it's a massive boost. We are doubling up our numbers. Currently, or previously, we had teams of 5 going to the World Cup, or now we will be represented by 10 countries or 10 teams. So currently in the FIFA qualifiers, we have 54 nations or countries taking place or fighting for 10 spots. These countries are divided into 9 groups, each group having 6 teams in their group, and we have 9 spots that are automatic qualifiers. So those 9 teams that will be winning their groups, they'll be going straight through, and then there will be a 1 or 2 semi-finals for the 4 best runners up in all those 9 groups. They'll be taking the teams that will be playing or would end up in the number 2 spot, with the best being at best runners up. So, and we are obviously from South Africa. So South Africa is in Group C with Nigeria, South Africa, Benin, Rwanda, and Zimbabwe, also and Lesotho. So the reason I'm saying South Africa must beat Benin if they are really serious about going to the 2026 FIFA World Cup is because over the past few days, Lesotho played, or rather, firstly, Zimbabwe played with Rwanda. So, and then they played a 0-0 draw. And then again, Nigeria, surprisingly, is having a shaky start. They played a 1-1 draw with Lesotho, which leaves the group right open for the last game, for the first round, rather. So, in the first round, the teams that are left to play is South Africa and Benin, and the group is now wide open. So South Africa, if they are really serious about going into the 2026 World Cup, they have to make sure that they beat Benin at home and also away to Rwanda on Monday, the 20th of November. So it's up to South Africa to take this seriously and go there and fight for their nation. Because currently or previously, South Africans are not behind the South African team or Bafana Bafana, because Bafana Bafana has not been performing well ever since the 2010 FIFA World Cup, or even previously before that. Because the 2010 World Cup, we were there because automatically we were host, and then that meant we qualified for being in the tournament. So currently or in the past years, South Africa has not been doing well, but with the new coach, or the current coach right now, Hugo Bruce, has come on board, steadied the ship. Currently is doing very well. We haven't lost so many games under Hugo Bruce, to be serious. So going to now, the next 4 games for South Africa are really serious, because the 2 right now are the 2 qualifiers, home against Benin and away to Rwanda. And then next year, January, they are going to play the CAF Nations Cup. So, and also looking at this thing, you can obviously see behind me or next to me, I have 2 pictures, one of a legend coach and one of the legend team that played in the 96 squad. So South Africa or Bafana Bafana are looking to draw on from that inspiration of that team and that coach, and the year that they won the CAF, the Cup Nations for South Africa. So they will be donning the same jersey or a modified jersey as the one that is next to me right here. Playing in, going to this game, they've edged the supporters, they've changed venues from Joburg now to Durban, Moses Mabhida. They've readied up supporters and South Africans to go and get behind the teams and make Mabida a fortress for Bafana Bafana and win there. So currently, the group as it sits, they all have 1 point. If Bafana Bafana they win there against Benin, which I believe they will win, they go top of the group, which with Nigeria and the quality that Nigeria possesses, they have to make sure there's no way, if they are really serious about going to the 26 World Cup, they have to win in these 2 games. So the starting 11 that I'm predicting for tomorrow that the coach will go with is as follows. For me, my best or the starting 11 that I am predicting that the coach will go with. Obviously, in the goalpost will be going with the man that is doing well for his team and outside Africa is doing well. Lot of experience now with many caps for Bafana or South Africa. We'll be going with Rowan Williams at the post. He steadies the ship. He's very good shot stopper, good penalty stopper, and all of that. So in the goalpost we have Rowan Williams. Right back I will go with Kulisa Motau. Perfect spot for him. Obviously the previous game he shut Zahad out of the game. So even the coach of Cameroon was even surprised that Motau still plays in South Africa because he was shocked how well he performed in that game. So in the right back we'll go with Kulisa Motau, and then centre back I would go with Umtobi Mvala and Uqogi, not Uqogi, or rather I would go with Uqulu, Sianda Uqulu, because those two they've been working very well in that middle or that back line of South Africa, and they both have experience. Uqulu has overseas or international experience. Also Umtobi Mvala has been in the national team for years now, and with Mamelodi Sundowns he's obviously experienced in cup competition that are outside South Africa or international cup competition. And then at left back, I will go with Umodiba, solidifying that back line or making sure that, because South Africa or Bafana Bafana, they've been struggling with consistency. So that's the thing that usually chases away supporters, or that's why Bafana Bafana is not supported that much, because they are not consistent in their performance. 1 week they are performing well, the next you are shocked. We are looking at the same team but different performances in different aspects. So that back 4 is that 4 for me. Motau on the right, Motiba on the left, with Uqulu and Umvala at the back. In the number 6 position, I would go with Umukwena. Previously on the last season, player of the season, performs very well, calm, cool-headed, very experienced. His performance is always above a 7 for me if I would rate him in any games. His performance is always above 7 and above. So number 6 position, I would go with Umukwena. And then in that number 8 role, I would go with Utemba Zwane. Very experienced, comes on the ball, he knows how to draw fouls and all of that. And also in the creative part, I would go on the number 10 position, I would go with Upesitao. Experience, plays for Al Ahly, a tough place to play in Egypt, a big country or a big club that always performs in Africa. So, and he also shows up, he also gives you that 7.5 or 7 and above performance in all his games. So that will be the midfield for me. Mukwena sitting at the base of the diamond, and then the 2, number 10 will be Upesitao, number 8 will be Utemba Zwane, Umshish of Mamelodi Sundowns. And then going forward, leading the attacking force, for me, I would go with Ulipasa right now. Zakale Lipasa playing in the number 9 role. And then on the right, I will go with Umuhlali Ndamase, international player, very experienced. His performance is always above level. So even with him, you get consistent, which South Africa struggles with a lot when it comes to consistency, because one moment you are hot and then the next moment you are cold. And then on the left side, I will go with Ubongo Buhle Hlongwana, because he's been there, performed in the last game, and then again in trying to keep a solid team, or knowing that whenever we have a national team, these are the players that we call upon. We keep a consistent team, and then we play very well, and then everyone is familiar with the play. So I would go with the team. Rowan Williams at the post, right back Kulisa Motau, left back Modiba, center backs Sianda Xulu, Mthobe Mvala. Middle fielders Tabelo Mkwena, Themba Zwane, Percy Tau. Attacking force led by Zakele Lipasa, Mihlale Ndabase on the right, Mihlale Mayambela, and then Ubongo Kuhle Hlongwane on the left. So my prediction for this game, I predict that South Africa will win the game by 2-0. So that's my prediction for the game tomorrow, that South Africa will win the game by 2-0, and I predict the man of the match for me would be Uzakele Lipas. So that's my starting 11. That's my prediction for the game. Leave a comment below what you think is the starting 11 that UK Bruce will go with, and also leave your prediction for this game. And looking to the next game against away to Rwanda on Monday, my stress with that game is that I saw the game against Zimbabwe that was played on the artificial turf. And in South Africa, or many of the teams that are called up into the national team, they don't seem to have that much experience playing on artificial turf. So because you have to understand that artificial turf is different from normal turf. So the game against Rwanda, I feel that we might struggle a bit with the terrain or the new type of playing ground, which is the artificial turf. But I believe that even in that game, again, we will get another 2-0 win for South Africa. In that game, I predict that Umshishi will be, or Tembazane will be, the man of the match. So on the comment below, give your predicted 11, give your predicted score against Benin, give your predicted score against Rwanda away on Monday. And also tell us what you think about the consistency in our team. How much do we need it, and why really are we not performing at the level? So thank you for watching, and up until this point, we'll see you on the next one. Sharp.